Hello and welcome back. So here we are with an update this time for all of the textures for the models that I showed you previously. There has been another update obviously with the UVW maps, just to give you an insight as to how these assets were UVW unwrapped, and then how they then got to this point obviously. So here we can see the basic bedside table with a wood grain texture and some wearing on it, with also some metallic handles, which can also be seen here, and then the metallic legs on the bottom. Here we have the windows. I used a PVC plastic, and then for this like black outline along here, I used a black rubber. It can be seen more clearly here and on the inside as well, and once again it can be seen there as well. Then we move on to the ceiling light. I went for like a hard shiny background, and then applied a glass texture to this inside part. Made the glass lighter just so that you could tell the contrast between the two. And then obviously that's the shiny like backside of the ceiling light. Here we have the hospital chair. Obviously, without those cushions that I mentioned previously, the model does fall rather lackluster at the end. I did try adding some detail with like the specks of blood, but although it is lackluster, it still does the job. Obviously, wood texture here, and then like a latex like chair cushion cover there. Here we have the character arms. So I just used a denim for the arm, because he wears like an all-in-one like mechanics jumpsuit, and this was the closest I could get to it. And then I just applied a normal skin texture. I didn't bother with the nails, just because there wasn't much time to do so. Obviously here we can see a different angle, and once again, obviously you can really see the detail on that denim. Here we have the computer desk. So we went for a different type of wood grain on this, with also edge wearing on it, which really brings out the model. Once again, the metal handles. There's another angle for you, and then the metal legs as well, all worn down and obviously been used. Here we have the computer desktop. So once again, I went for like a it was the Bakelite, PVC Bakelite, I think it was. So it was like a normal. It was like a gone off PVC, which was used. The same was used for this inner section here. Only I just darkened the colour, and then obviously the black cartridge tray as well. Obviously it can be seen like this, and then from behind as well. Here we have the keyboard. The cable is a lot harder to notice, but you can just see it running in the background there. So obviously what I did with this, I took a PNG of a keyboard and cut out the retrospective sections and applied them, and then I applied like a burnt effect with the darken and multiply tools on Photoshop to try and like further that. And there the wire can be seen a lot better. Here we have the monitor. Once again, using that Bakelite. As can be seen on the screen, there is a reflection, but there's also like a dust all around the edges, showing that the monitor hasn't been used for a while, and that it may have been like brushed past once or twice. It's a better angle that you can see like the sections of dust here. Then we move on to the computer mouse. This was just rather plain and simple. This went all Bakelite, and then obviously the cable was a black plastic, I think it was. Once again, nothing too fancy. Kept the details small on the mouse. Here we have the cupboard. I went for a more fancy wood for this, mainly because like the wood and materials that were used for these were a lot more fancier, and I felt it like really added to the tone of the cupboard. We had brass handles and just a normal metal lock here, and then as for the glass, I applied just plexiglass, I think it was, and some dirt, some like dust and dirt onto it, and obviously you can see the dust and dirt all applied, and the water stains on the cupboard as well. Here we have the double doors. For the double doors, I just applied a chipped paint, mainly because like they all tend to use like these standard block primary colours, and blue is like is the more common feature of that. So obviously it shows like edge wear and like little chips in the woodwork and the grain as well, alongside showing the nuts and bolts with the metal texture, and once again the plexiglass, just to add effect to the door. Here we have the drip stand. I literally just rolled with I think it was a bumped black plastic for the bottom, and then just a metal frame for the rest of it. Obviously, as can be seen here, you can really see like that grain effect on this. Yeah. Here we have the hospital bed. So obviously, I took the plexiglass, applied that, not the plexiglass, the latex, and I applied that. And then I applied like a blood splatter, but it took up too much of the blood, so I chose a different mask, and it gave like different shadings from where like fluids and liquids had been left on there, and then obviously like seeped in and set on the mattress. As for the body, I went for like a stainless steel, just something simple. And as for the headrest, it was painted metal, I think it was. It was black scratched painted metal, as I felt it added a nice finish to the model. Here's the key. The key was made from brass, I think it was. I just applied I think I applied tarnished brass, hence the reason like you can see the normal like adept color, and then like the lighter and the darker shades as well. I felt it gave the key a really nice feel and a really nice look as well. Here we have the medical fridge. The medical fridge was Bakelite once again for the main body, but then I took painted metal. No, it was painted metal for both. Sorry, I took a cream painted metal. Hence the reason you've got all this like edge wear and wearing on the sides and the markings and everything, and then applied the turquoise version of that, which gave the model a really nice finish. One of my more favourite kind of models, favourite type of models here. On the inside, we have the black plastic, and then obviously the metal again, and then obviously you can see here the lock and the temperature gauge in a much better light here. And then this is the back of the model. Once again, here we have the padlock. Once again, using that same turquoise painted metal with like the nice scratch effects. Also the bumped plastic, and then like a latex rubber / plastic here, just to show that it's got some padding on it, and that it has also been used with like the wearing of the paint. Here we have the single door. Once again, just like the double door, same colour door, same process with the window and the handle. Once again, there's a different angle and a bottom angle for you as well. Once again, same process with the big window, a white PVC on the outside, and the black rubber on the inside. As you can see from these different angles here. As for the static sink, I went for like a full-on rusted metal. And then also on the inside of the thing, obviously because it hasn't been used in so long, the water is just like corroded and rusted. The inside sink away. On the front, I went for like the rusted blue metal again. I felt that was a nice theme to carry through the models, and it worked pretty well. Here we have the leather. Some worn leather on the top, obviously. Just along here, you can see like the like a brown pigment coming through, where the leather is slowly wearing away. As for this, I just used a normal, like standard metal, rusted metal. Here you can see the worn leather a lot better, and then obviously the bottom there's black plastic stoppers, and then obviously that's the metal in a better light there. Here we have the trash pile. So once again, a PVC plastic like blue bottle with a darker blue cap. The wood is the same wood texture that was used for the doors. And then as for the coffee cup, I think I used a snow texture, but I just altered the scaling of it so that it was almost like a polythene cup, I think is the word. So, and here we have the waste bin. The waste bin, obviously, once again, the worn metal. I think we used a worn black metal for the pedal. Normal standard metal feet. And obviously, as you can see here, the hazard symbol, once again, being applied. As for that, that's it for the actual textures of the models. If you have any questions, do feel free to leave them below, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. Speak to you soon.